Good morning, students. Hope that you all are doing well and enjoyed a couple of extra hours of sleep this morning. As you all know, we were supposed to have advisory today, but I, for one, am also thankful that we are getting to enjoy a day off. What I would like to do is to go over with you the slideshow that your advisory teacher would have shown you in case you have any questions about the PreACT that we are scheduled for all 10th graders to take on Tuesday, March 7th. So what is the PreACT? The PreACT is a 4-part test that 10th grade students are going to take on Tuesday, and this is from Knox County Schools. It's something that they are doing for you all as a resource. It's great practice in that none of your scores get sent to any colleges, and it gives you a practice run in the way that the test is set up, the procedure for that day, and you'll actually get a score back that is based on the exact same scale that the ACT is. There is an interest inventory that you may have already begun filling out in advisory on Tuesday. You'll have time in your testing location on Tuesday. So if you did not get that done, which I doubt many of you did, or maybe you didn't even get to start it because you weren't in there, no worries at all. You will have plenty of time on Tuesday during the test to get that completed. There are 4 different tests. English, you'll get 30 minutes. Math is a 40-minute test. Reading is a 30-minute test. And the science is a 30-minute test. The pre-administration activities that you all started on Tuesday should take anywhere from 40 to 60 minutes. What do we need you to bring on Tuesday? Any of our 10th grade students who are at school on Tuesday will be taking that test. So we need you to bring number 2 pencils so that the score machine that reads the test and scores them can accurately read your test. If you want to use a calculator, you will need to provide your own calculator. The ACT and PreACT are designed so that you do not have to have a calculator, but students are welcome, and I'll talk and show you the calculators that are not allowed. We will not have extra calculators on hand to check out to you all, so if you want one, make sure you bring it, please. And because we will be in that testing location for around 4 hours, I would encourage you to bring something to drink, just a water or a small snack to eat as well. Where are we reporting to? Take a look over here at the picture, or if you access this presentation through your Canvas, you can click on the link and it'll give you the most up-to-date proctor. All of your room locations are the same. None of those have changed. So definitely look over there, and then again, we'll have room signs on all the testing locations to ensure that you know where you're going. If you are a student who gets testing accommodations, you will get a slip on Monday from Miss Johnson that will tell you where to report. And if you aren't at school on Monday or you don't get that slip, you just report to the library and we can direct you where to go. I would strongly encourage everyone to be on campus by 8:10 at the latest, because once we get started, we're not allowing any students into the testing locations after 8:35. So 8:35 is our start time for tests, so please make sure that you're there early. One of the big questions that students will ask is, can you leave after the test? And it's just like on any other day. If you have an early dismissal note to leave, you can absolutely leave after the test. Because we also have our juniors taking the ACT on that day, we do expect quite a few early dismissals. So to help streamline that process for you all, here's what we're going to do. You're going to bring that note from your parent and you're actually going to give it to your testing room proctor. The proctor will then give you a little slip of paper that's like your ticket to leave, and they will turn all of those notes into the first floor office, and those ladies will get those records updated in Aspen. Couple more reminders. Again, the PreACT, the way that we run that test truly mirrors the ACT. So you cannot have your cell phone on at all, like on your person. If you bring your cell phone, you need to be prepared to turn it in to the little phone caddy that's in the classroom, or put it in a purse or backpack up against the wall and make sure that it's turned off. If for any reason you are found in possession of a cell device, including a smartwatch during the test, you will be asked to leave the testing location and they will not score your test. Sorry, I can't get my thoughts together. They will not score your test. So please make sure that you put that phone away. If you want the calculator, you are responsible for bringing it. And guys, just remember, this is great practice for the ACT. It is what I would call a no-stakes test, in that the score is not going anywhere. It's truly for your benefit to kind of give you a pulse on what you're predicted to score on the ACT, and maybe some places that you can review and practice before you take it for the first time next year. Let's take a look at those calculators. If you are looking at this slideshow in Canvas, you can click on this link up here and it'll actually take you to the ACT calculator policy. I'm a visual learner, so I want to show you all some of the ones that are not allowed. If you are worried about your calculator running out of batteries, make sure that you bring some backup batteries, as we will not have any extra backup batteries to provide to students. Anything that says TI 89 on it is prohibited and is not allowed on the ACT or the pre-ACT. All versions of the TI 92 are prohibited and not allowed on the ACT or pre-ACT. The TI Inspire CAS are prohibited on the ACT and pre-ACT, and this is one that sometimes gets a little bit tricky because there's a TI Inspire non-CAS that is allowed, but the one that says CAS is not allowed. And then the Casio that you see here are not allowed. And then the one mentioned here is also not allowed. Students, thank you all for taking a couple minutes to listen to this and watch this presentation. I do think that you all knowing what is going on that day is going to help the day run a lot smoother. Please remember that we have around 1,000 students testing that day, so it's going to be very important that everybody kind of chip in and help each other out. If you're not sure where to go, help your classmates out, things like that. The last thing I'd like to point out is that the FHS website does have a tab for testing information, and that is linked in your Canvas course. Also, the Class of 2025 Canvas course has an entire module set up, along with an announcement that I'm getting ready to post in there as well. So make sure that you know where to get additional information if questions come up for you or for your parents. You all have a great 3-day weekend. Stay safe out there, and can't wait to see you all next week.